Hey guys, my name is Alyssa and this is Reading Reflections, and I wanted to do a short little video today to show you all of my book depository books. I am participating in Year of Cosmere, hosted by a bunch of different booktubers. I think it was started by Sana. Anyway, we are spending the year reading all of Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere books. Now, the Cosmere series is by no means done. I think there's going to be a total of like 36 books in the series. And it's not necessarily that it's one series, it's a bunch of different worlds that are somehow connected. And I don't know very much about it because I haven't read it yet, but I'm very interested in the format of these books. And just hearing nothing but good things about them, really. I have never heard somebody say they didn't like a Brandon Sanderson book, or that they weren't going to continue reading, or that they were disappointed in the series. I have just heard nothing but amazing things, and I am so excited to do Year of Cosmere. I should also say that this is my first read-along, so I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to be doing the read-along with other people that have read these books and know a lot about them and have had time to kind of think on and analyze them, because I think that because the series is going to be so epic and huge and it's high fantasy, it's going to be nice to be going through it with people that have had time to dissect it all. I like reading with people who can shed light on things. Like, for example, I read the Outlander series, and now all my friends who are reading it come to me and I have to dissect it for them. It just would have been so much easier if somebody would have been there to dissect it with me and to talk me through it, because I was alone on an island. So I'm really excited to be reading another huge, amazing series with a group of people, and I think I'm going to meet a lot of people on BookTube from it, which is awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, so it took forever to get here. I didn't realize how slow Book Depository was. Like, I was just sitting here waiting. I ordered these books like January 20th, and they just came, and it's February 20th right now. No, it's February 16th right now. So it took forever, which I understand, they come from Europe. But the reason I ordered from Book Depository is because I wanted the UK edition covers, and I think I'm going to try to stick with these covers. Hopefully there's not a cover change, even though the series is going to be huge. I'm going to be really upset if they change covers. I'll probably cry. So for the first 3 months, in February, March, and April, we are going to be reading the Mistborn trilogy, and I have this beautiful box set. I don't want to put this book back in because I'll never get it out again. Those things are packed in there. But I am just so excited to start off this. I've heard that this series is one of his best, and I think that's why they're using it as a starting point for the Year of Cosmere, and so yeah. So this month in February, we're reading The Final Empire. I should say all of these books are by Brandon Sanderson, if you didn't already know. The Final Empire is hosted by Lindsay at Lindsay Ray, who I adore. She's such a good booktuber. Everybody should check out her channel. I love her books. She makes my TBR list so long. Then in March, we're reading The Well of Ascension, and this is hosted by Connor O'Brien, I believe. Then we have Heroes of Ages, which is the last book in the Mistborn trilogy, hosted over on Novels and Nonsense, another really good booktuber. Then in May, we are reading Elantris, which is a standalone novel at this point, I think, but maybe there's another one planned later. And then we are reading the Emperor's Soul novella, and this is a bind-up of both Legion and Emperor's Soul. As far as I know, Legion isn't planned reading at this point. I'm not I think it's part of the Cosmere. I don't think it would make sense for them to publish these two together if it wasn't. I know that later on in December we are reading, or there is 2 other novellas, and I'm assuming this is one of them, although I'm not really sure about that. So somebody that knows more about this than me, comment down below and tell me where I should read that short story with. Then in June, we are taking a little bit of a break from the Cosmere, so if you wanted to not read any Brandon Sanderson this month, you could skip out, but I think I'm just too excited for these books to skip out on any. The first is The Rhythmatist by Brandon Sanderson. This is the only one I found on Book Outlet. just because I loved this cover. This is a young adult. Oh, this is a middle grade, I think, actually. This is a middle grade book, and I'm just really excited for it. The cover is so pretty, and I think there's going to be more of these. I'm not sure, but I think that this is going to be a series as well. And then the second book we're reading that month is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. And this is not a Cosmere novel. I think there's a second one to this now too. Fireheart, Firebrand, Fire something. Is that true? I think so. I don't really know. If there is, I need to order it and buy it and read it. These two books are hosted by Sarah at Books and Junk. Then in July we have a huge month, which it's summer, so I feel like a lot of this book is going to be read by the pool, but we have The Way of Kings. And this book is published in 2 parts. I think maybe not always. I think there's also a bind up of the 2, but this is part 1 and this is part 2. I love them. This is a lot of reading, but by this point I think I'm going to be so into the Cosmere I'm not going to care. This might be the only thing I read in July. Probably not, but we'll just see how busy I am that month. Normally my summers are very busy. Then in August, we read Warbreaker. This is another standalone at this point. Although, like I said, like Elantris, I believe like a Warbreaker 2 is planned later on. Obviously not called that, called something different, but I think these books will eventually have continuations. Maybe not of their characters, but of their worlds. I'm not sure about that. I should research. Warbreaker is hosted by Max at Well Done Books. Great booktuber. Go check him out. Then in September, we're reading the second book in the Steelheart series, the sequel to Way of Kings, which is Words of Radiance. And I don't know why this book didn't come in. I ordered it, and I got declined. They said they didn't have it in stock, and they refunded my card and everything. So I think I'm gonna try back later for that book. You know, I have a long time to order it, but I want to complete my little Brandon Sanderson shelf, so I will be ordering that soon. Words of Radiance is hosted by Scott at Scott Reads. Then in October, we are reading Alloy of Law, which is a Mistborn novel, but not part of the Mistborn trilogy. So I'm not sure if it's a companion novel or a continuation or just about different characters in that same world. I'm not sure how this works. This book is hosted by Michael from Bitten by a Radioactive Book. Then in November, we're reading Shadows of Self, which is the second book to maybe Alloy of Law. I don't remember. I think it might be the second book to Alloy of Law, but I know that it's coming out in October in the US and in November in UK, and I'll probably wait till November to order it to get the UK editions that I love so much. Shadows of Self is hosted by Chris at The Reading Roads. Then in December, we're having a catch-up month, so to catch up on any of the books that you haven't had a chance to finish or didn't do. And then we also, I think there's 2 more novellas set within the Cosmere universe. I'm wondering if one of them is Legion that I already have, and I don't know what the other one is yet. And then I don't know if I got this idea in my head or if I saw it on another Year of Cosmere announcement video, but I think somebody is reading Alcatraz. This is a middle grade series by Brandon Sanderson, and I only got the first one, mostly because I knew I already had the Arithmetist, and I wasn't sure. I haven't read middle grade in a really long time, so I wasn't sure what I would think of this, but the cover is just so pretty. You can't even see all the little shimmeries that I can because my lighting is horrible. And I read the first chapter and I loved it, so I'm gonna have no problem reading these books. There's 4 of them. I have Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, but there is also Alcatraz versus the Scrivener's Bones, Alcatraz versus the Knights of Cristelia, and Alcatraz versus the Shattered Lens. So I will be getting the rest of these books. They are so pretty. I want them on my shelf. I will be ordering these covers, but I'll probably wait and do another book depository order for the other 3 in this, as well as Words of Radiance when they get that back in. If I did something wrong and somebody that knows more about Year of Cosmere or Brandon Sanderson wants to set me straight, please do, because I really don't know anything about Brandon Sanderson or any of his books other than everybody loves them, and I want to love them. So please let me know. If you are doing Year of Cosmere, let me know. I want to make sure that I'm following you. I will post a link to the Goodreads group, which has in it the introduction videos from all of the hosts. Every month, like I said, has a different host. I hope I got them all announced. Sorry if I didn't. They're all amazing. I watch all of them. Can't wait to do this read along. The Goodreads group has a lot of comments in it and stuff, so I need to hurry and catch up with the Final Empire so I can partake, because I'm so excited.